I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a witness, and the profit gon' come tremendous. Business here, business there. That's right. I'm a man extraordinary.
What's up? What's good? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Now I'm gonna break down this second stimulus package that they're proposing. Now, I know a lot of people haven't even got their first stimulus check, but that's a lot of checks they're sending out to over 80 million Americans. So, I mean, that's a lot of checks they're sending out. So you'll probably get your check in the next coming weeks, your first check, if you haven't gotten it yet. Okay. Now the second check that they're it's not a second check. They're going to pay you monthly for the next year. Okay, I'm going to read some of this. It says every American age of 16 or older making less than $130,000 annually will receive at least $2,000 per month. Married couples earning less than $260,000 per year will receive at least $4,000 per month. Qualifying families with children will receive an additional $500 per child for up to 3 years, to up to 3 children. Those who had no earnings, were unemployed or currently unemployed, would also be eligible for the stimulus, even if they didn't file taxes. All right. So that's the breakdown of the entire stimulus package, or that's those who everybody's qualifying for part 2. That's basically what they're saying, because a lot of people were left out of the CARES Act, especially high school students and those who had disabilities were unable to receive stimulus checks. I guess because a lot of people that had disabilities were already getting disability checks, so they were not eligible the first time. But this second stimulus, everybody will qualify for this. Now they're going to put this money on a card. Okay, all right, they're going to put this money on a card, and the name of this is called the Emergency Money for the People Act. All right, it calls for a direct deposit through debit card. All right, platforms such as Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal, they're going to drop it directly into your account. That's how they're going to do it. All right. Of course, there might be some forms online you may have to fill out or something like that, but they're going to let us know once the law passes. And they're going to have to pass this law, or this is going to be, like I said, they said this is one of the biggest economic crashes since the Great Depression. Now, Representatives Ro Kahan of DCA and Tim Ryan, D of Ohio, introduced the Emergency Money for the People Act. This act, if passed, would provide additional cash payments to Americans who have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This Emergency Money for the People Act would provide a $2,000 monthly payment to every qualifying American over the age of 16 for up to a year. All right. Now, so they're going to do this for an entire year. That's what they plan on doing. That's the plan of this entire thing. Of course, that one check is not going to be enough when you have millions of Americans out of work. Now it's 22 million Americans that are out of work. And that's just like ridiculous. So I'm going to read this to y'all one more time, just so you can get it. And you can also look it up online. I'm going to read this again. It said eligibility. Every American 16 and older making less than $130,000 a year will receive at least $2,000 a month. Married couples earning less than $260,000 a year will receive $4,000 per month. Qualifying families with children will receive an additional $500 per child, up to 3 children. Those who had no earnings, who were currently unemployed, would also be eligible for stimulus, even if they had not filed their taxes. So everybody is going to be eligible for this one. Up to a year, everybody's going to be eligible. All right. So that's the breakdown of this stimulus, this second stimulus package, where they're going to eventually pass this law, because they're going to have to. They really don't have a choice. The economy is done. All these millions of Americans out of work, people can't pay their rent and this and that. Now they're also talking about paying people's rent up to a year, or the stimulus package, which I think they should give people $2,000 a month. But they're also trying to bail out some of these renters who haven't gotten their money. Okay, so this is crazy, y'all. But this is what happens when they have an agenda You have the economy dependent on the government, just where they like us, just where they want us to be, dependent on them. Through these hard times, I will have to tell y'all to trust God also. Yes, I pray everybody gets their money and some. I really do. But you also have to trust God through these hard times, because a lot of people are facing some hard times right now. A lot of people, millions of Americans. It's sad that 22 million Americans are filing for unemployment. It's really sad, man. And then you have people sick and dying. You have people unemployed. All right. Millions of Americans unemployed. Then you have people who are sick and dying on top of that. Just sad, man. This is worse than the Great Depression. Okay. This is just crazy, man. I'm your boy Zillionaire. That's the breakdown of the second stimulus bill. I'll keep y'all informed and updated. I'm out of here.
I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a witness, and the profit gon' come tremendous. I'm trying to own multiple businesses, driving the latest Benzes. Heaven only knows I'm a witness, and the profit gon' come tremendous. Business here, business there. That's right. I'm a man extraordinary.